Are you one of those people that say, I don't have fear, I get through my day, I got my routine, man, I'm good. Yeah, I'm adventurous. And yet you wait for someone else to start something. You won't initiate it. You'll go into a room of unknowns either behind someone else, or you'll go into a room of unknowns and find who you know and stay right next to them. Maybe somebody presents a new food and your first thought is, oh. Maybe someone has a new idea. Oh, that's so weird. Maybe some information comes along you don't know enough about and you just dismiss it, shut it down. Full on resistance. And we are here having a mass awakening of all kinds of new information and healing that's been around for a long time that's emerging very quickly to the top. And you still have people who have such resistance to it. I did a Reiki share last week, and I had a list of people to come sit in my chair. And I would explain to them, this is not a full-on Reiki. I'm advanced Reiki. I'm beyond quantum healing. I have certifications in this, and that. And I used to be a massage therapist. So basically, I'm going to have you face the wall, connect with your breath, and I'm just going to rub the shoulders and run some energy. And if you want a full-on session, my office is, down the street. People were floating when they got out of that chair. And yet other people that would walk by go, what exactly is Reiki? I go, well, it's ancient symbols that are infused and create activations for the well-being. And then I got a message in my head saying, this person's really religious. They're not even going to understand. They are so fixed and rigid. So I immediately turned and said, do you believe in the power of prayer? Do you believe what prayer can do? Do you believe that you have the power to pray and create things yourself? Reiki is the power of prayer, using words and symbols and energy and intention. Did you know that they still wouldn't get in my chair and it wasn't costing them a dime? Because a lot of people, they just get that blank stare. Because many people have the herd mentality. They just don't get something and refuse to actually not just listen, but listen through the heart. Most people that are walking around all cocky and sure of themselves that their path is the righteous way are the ones that have the most fear. Because what happens to them when they step out? They won't know what to do with themselves. And so that's fear. Outside of the anxiety and the angst and the trepidation and the nervous system disruptions and malfunctions that are going on 24/7 from drama and trauma in the emotional, mental, and physical bodies from this lifetime and others, and then it is quadrupled by the way they're raised in this lifetime to literally now become soldieristic-like and so rigid that they don't even realize how tight their physical body is and the shrinkage of their brain, and their head is compressed with I'm locked. I'm locked. But they're so locked that they don't even feel it, see it, or even have an impulse that they could possibly be so locked up. And maybe their way could be combined with another way to allow for more flexibility, more agility. And then perhaps they may learn to pivot or stretch a little further. And to trust that you're here to have these experiences so that you can compute what that experience is for you in that moment. You ever tried something a couple years ago and it was fantastic? Fast forward, try it again, not so good. You ever try something years ago, just wasn't, and try it now, and it's Well, it's the frequency of where you are and what you're experiencing. You know how many times I've gone in for an experience based upon other people's experiences, and I've walked away fallen short because so much of their experience was hyper inflated and wasn't realistic, and my frequency just wasn't there. I'm telling you, folks, more and more people are being frozen by fear than you're willing to admit. You're frozen by fear. Fear follows you. Fear goes through your DNA to your next generation. Fear emanates in and out of the walls of your home. Your pets, your plants. Everywhere you go, there you are. And if everywhere you go, there you are, where do you want to be? What do you want to be when you're where you are? Seriously. If this is what I've got, this is my package to present, then I want to have all kind of databases talking to me and letting me filter with them and bouncing with them and saying, okay, maybe for the next 24, 48 hours, maybe for the next 6 months, this is the data that I want to work on as I want to blossom. And maybe these databases, I need to shut them off, turn them off, those valves. They serve no purpose, i.e. the news and all of the manufactured crazy that's putting tasers to every cell within your system to malfunction, glitch, and break down the cohesiveness and pull you further and further and further and further away from your God source self, the powerful commander that you are in the isness of all things. So look at everything around you as mechanisms. You can control the valves in some ways. When it's cold outside and it's super duper windy and you don't have to go anywhere, you close that valve off. If you do have to go out into those elements, you put on layers of protection from the commander so that you can survive and thrive through those elements. You just have to have a lot of self-dialogue, my friends. Talk yourself off that fear ledge. It's an F word you don't have to have. It's a mechanism that may tell you, warning, warning, unfamiliar, warning, warning, unfamiliar. And so what do? You just maybe slow the roll, pump the brakes. Say, okay, let me let this information filter in and out of my vehicle. Okay, my valves are on and off automatically through my God source sensory, my physical sensories, my emotional and my mental sensories. What am I sensing here? What am I feeling? What am I seeing? Am I to proceed with caution? Do I get the information and go, I'm good, let's keep going? That's what this whole software system does for you. And while everybody out there is doing their suffering and going through their life with stuff happening, we can emanate our beacon of light with as much love as we can without allowing anyone to siphon our energies and our frequencies can stay and maintain the most homeostasis within this physical structure and this energetic structure in and around this physical structure called your electromagnetic fields. Everything is an antenna and a transmitter. Everything. And sometimes when you pick up that trepidation, the alarm bell goes, warning, warning, proceed with caution. Whoops, put the brakes on. Hold up a second. Teach yourself to breathe with it. Teach yourself to have that dialogue. Is this me? Is this something going on around that just happens the wind is blowing it by me and through my etheric energies? Is it something for me to take in? Or something for me to go ahead and let go of? What is it? And we communicate. And then we say to the fear button, okay, override, reset, we're good, thanks. And then the more you do that, the more you can do it in a split microsecond, because you're allowing this communication center. But when you've got this 10 and 2 gotta do list all day long, and I'm doing it with such grace and ease, and I'm so good at what I do, but if I miss something, I'm going to kick my own ass and everyone's going to hate me because I missed my workout, or I missed my meal, or something happened in traffic which made me late. So if it ruined my freaking day, I'm going to ruin everybody else's, because I'm going to bring my energy all the way down here. Because I'm pissed. Pissed is another word of fear, because shit happened that wasn't in your control. And you didn't know how to operate the manual gears because you were so busy overriding them with your routine and your fixedness. Now, granted, some things have to be routine and fixed, and I get that. Synchronicity of lights, shifts to the hospital. I get it. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the other ones, and y'all know what I'm saying here. Get in the metaphors with me. Come on in here. So marinate on that this Monday. Marinate on that. And remember, I'm doing a February Advanced Reiki Zone Technique Therapy. You want a heart activation, you want to reset, you want to get some homeostasis, you might get some balance, you might get a lot of things. It's $65 for 30 minutes by the phone or Zoom. You're going to know this voice, you'll know this face. You want to broaden and expand the energetic arena. You want to dance with more ebb and flow in this energetic and physical arena. embodimentofthesoul.com. info@embodimentofthesoul.com. Email me. The link will be in the description. Let's have a session. Let's get activated. One more and one more and one more and one more and one more. Don't wait till you're so low and your sponge is so dry. Don't wait. All right. Let me see who says they're adventurous. Let me hear from you. Let's see if you really are. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.